All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the B.D.O Saloon. We got new equipment, and Harpy's already knocking it over.
Yay! Mine's broke.
It's gonna be a good day.
Good day,
Mine's
good day.
broke already.
New equipment. All right, so welcome back. I am your host, B.D.O Dizzy.
I'm the captain.
I'm Harpy.
And I'm DG.
It's a little bit weirder. We're way more spread out now.
Yeah, and Don's not here.
We're a little more distanced, like in real life.
It's like we're drifting apart.
Like in real life.
Keep counting, everybody.
Either way, as always, we're going to go ahead and tell you what we thought was interesting this week. There was a lot of very interesting things, including the announcement / rumor announcement / everyone already knows it, but they haven't said it, of the PS4K / codename PlayStation Neo.
They're bringing back the Neo Geo?
Yeah, they're bringing back the taco.
Sweet. No. Yeah, we all kind of knew this for like months now. It's only been almost confirmed. Almost.
Dead air.
What?
Dead air
Okay.
cells. What are you talking about?
So what do we got coming with the new?
Oh, so yeah, new PlayStation 4. It's supposedly gonna be 4K compatible, able to push out that 4K goodness.
Okay.
For everyone who has one of those fancy 4K TVs.
So like 3 people?
Yeah.
So it's new hardware, but they're not calling it a PS5.
It's PS4.
No, it's kind of like one of those
It's a
weird.
PS4 and a half?
Yeah,
Basically.
people. That's what people are calling it. But it's one of those like midlife crises where they get new stuff, new shiny new things, more powerful to show off to the younger.
Usually they just make it slimmer, right? That's usually what happens.
Well, they make
And
it slimmer
cheaper.
because they. Well, I guess this is the first time they've really bumped up the actual
Like specs on it.
insides. They usually do change quite a bit of the hardware on the inside, only because everything becomes cheaper, and that's how they can make it smaller.
Mm-hmm. But it kind of still runs the same, right? They don't really
More or less.
upgrade it. In the sense that it can do more, to just upgrade the parts to make it smaller and run more efficient.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of that's done it and it ended up failing horribly was the.
One of the Segas, right? Yeah, they
Ooh.
had an attachment.
The Sega CD.
Sega CD, was that it?
See, I wasn't thinking of that because that's more like an attachment that you add onto it. Because there was like the Sega CD, and then there was the
There was something where
Nintendo 64 one,
And wasn't there like one where
Nintendo disc drive, I think.
could like
Yeah.
add more RAM? Like
That was also for the Nintendo 64, the expansion slot that
Yeah.
only worked for like 3 other games.
okay.
Donkey Kong, Majora's Mask, and I don't remember what the third one was.
I think it was Perfect
Balls.
Dark.
I think you're right.
Sure. Why
Either
not?
way, but this one is a little different. But the last one that did it, that I can think of, was the new Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too lukewarm.
Yeah, nobody wanted it. One, the Nintendo 3DS has so many iterations that it's hard to fucking keep up.
The new Nintendo 3DS?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just had a better processor, and the only
And a
reason
second
people
nub.
really want it was because it had Xenoblade Chronicles, which before that was a collector's item game.
So did they split off like the games to like
Only like Xenoblade Chronicles. There's only a few games that are honestly just new Nintendo 3DS
There-
exclusive.
Okay.
Do you remember when the DSi came out
Vaguely. It was just a DS except smaller, right?
and it had a camera?
Yeah.
And it added the camera, yeah.
And like
And it
one
also
game
came out-
was.
It was the first one to come out in XL form.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that one had an exclusive game that nobody cared about.
It was the Starfish game.
Starfish?
Starfish.
Starfish.
I don't know, so some Starfish. That's all I
Okay.
remember.
And then nobody really cared about that one until they made the DSi XL.
Okay.
And even then, people kind of liked that one only because it added a camera onto it. But even then, it's like one of those weird upgrades where they didn't really upgrade anything else. But like, it's weird. Like,
Okay.
they have done this whole upgrade hardware mid.
Like other companies,
Life.
but
That's
Sony
not-
has never done this before. This is the
No.
first time doing it that I can remember.
Yeah.
In recent
Yeah.
history.
And I guess
Ever.
the Nintendo's
Yeah.
also its own like special snowflake.
Yeah,
Nintendo is
Nintendo-
weird. Nintendo prides innovation above all else.
We'll get back to Nintendo. There's Nintendo news. But so a little
includes
bit
good
more.
games.
We talked too much about
Yeah.
other things other than the PlayStation Neo.
Oh,
New
right, that
specs.
thing. So, yeah.
It's going to have a full 8 unlocked cores at 2.1 gigahertz from their Jaguar processor. They're also changing up their GPU a little bit. I think it's going to be 36 Radeon, whatever the fuck they're using. I don't know what it is, but
Okay.
Are they adding more memory or just more processing power to it?
Just more processing power.
Okay. CUDA cores.
Yeah, more CUDA cores. Well, it's not CUDA because it's fucking Radeon, but
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The CUDA equivalent to whatever they're using.
Right.
I think that they are supposedly increasing their RAM too. So yeah, they're increasing memory.
Okay.
I don't know why you said memory and I thought of hard drive.
Okay. are they
But,
increasing the hard drive?
memory is RAM.
Because they've been having issues with like the hard drive space, right? Both the 360 and the PS4.
That's always been a
'Cause
thing.
Yeah.
The new ones have to install. So are they upgrading
Yeah.
the hard drive, or it doesn't say?
That doesn't say, but that'll probably also depend on the model because you know how they always come up with like 2 or 3 models.
Okay. Any other upgrades?
The video output, it's gonna supposedly play at 4K.
Okay. But they'd have to make the games for 4K, right? So
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one of the other things that's kind of interesting. They're not actually gonna completely gate off old games, so they're
Okay.
not getting rid of them.
Well,
so is it still playing like the same Blu-ray discs? So you can use your PS4 in your PS4.5
Yeah,
system?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Basically, the way they're handling the system is basically it's up to the developer
Uh-huh.
whether they want to use the power of the Neo,
Okay.
and it'd be like a toggle switch where if you choose to have a Neo or if you buy a Neo, you'd be able to toggle it on and access the more power that is available to it, and it pretty much bump up things like the resolution instead of like bumping out in like 480, which I think is standard,
Okay. So
or 720.
It's like turning more into a PC where you can set
Basically.
your settings. Okay. Do you know if all this is coming on a disc, or is it going to be like patches?
It should all be on the disc, basically. So it should be something the developer has to put into the game, and it's always going to be up to the developer to do it. Although that is going to add a little bit of more time to any games that are probably being developed right now.
Okay.
Right. Right.
I don't know. What do you guys think about it?
If it's just the texture stuff, they probably already are working with like super huge like files, and you're just like lowering them down to work on this current system, right?
Yeah. That's usually what they do. But I think the one thing that's more interesting, other than the 4K, because I mean 4K, we're still kind of in the early adopter stage.
Yeah.
I mean they're finally getting somewhat affordable. Like I was looking at a Samsung one that was like $499 for a 40-inch. Even then, that wasn't the best. But
So what's probably going to happen is they're going to bump all your like frame rate from 30 to 60.
hopefully,
Is that probably going to happen?
that they think that's the hope to get everything running at 1080 40 and 1080 60.
Hmm.
'Cause most things don't really hit 1080 at 60, right? They're
No.
all
Not on the
Consoles.
not on consoles.
right? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I think it's a step towards the ultimate destruction of the consoles.
Well, Microsoft already said they're killing off theirs, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't fully committed to it, but basically, yeah, we're going to die a slow death, but it's going to happen eventually. But I mean,
We're gonna draw all the resources we can from it in the meantime.
yeah, exactly. It's a very Microsoft way of thinking.
We did try.
No, consoles have always been trying to be cheap, affordable, one-time kind of use only PCs that are good for a bunch of games, and that's it. But now, in order to stay competitive, they got to be more PC-like. And the closer we get to being PC-like, more it just makes sense to just get a PC.
And then the more we improve our PCs, the more they become human. And the more they become human, we get closer to the singularity.
You know that
All hail the singularity.
there's actually a competition going on pretty soon where they're teaching AI to play Doom.
I don't like that.
So
I
they're
kinda
teaching
like that.
AI to kill.
Well,
Did you see the AI
demons
that-
on Mars. Do you not pay attention to the
Multiplayer.
Multiplayer. Did
Doom.
you see the AI
No,
that
not
became
Doom.
an nymphomaniac
What did I say?
everywhere?
Doom. I'm thinking of Doom. Doom apparently was really bad.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's a Dead Space. Are they killing like space zombies? So
It was the multiplayer though, and people don't play that. They were
Mm.
playing Quake against each other. So
okay.
Okay, so rocket jumps everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I just realized that another thing. This is new. The new Neo. What's it called again?
Neo Geo.
PlayStation.
oh,
yeah.
it's codename Neo because you know how the old one was
Neo.
codename Morpheus.
Okay.
So going with that Matrix
That
thing.
is
So it's-
totally lame.
So it's probably going to work better with their 3D stuff if they're bumping up the graphics card and the processing power. So that's probably another reason that they're pulling out the new system. Would make sense.
That's if they're sticking with that stuff.
I think they are. I
Are
think that's.
Oh.
What do you think?
I don't know. The
What's it
one
called?
thing that I thought was gonna help a lot was
Morpheus?
the Morpheus, but I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah,
it.
this is
Oh,
3D
you mean
stuff.
the VR
The
stuff?
VR stuff, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think so because the Morpheus's limitations are more based on its hardware.
Yeah, so they're upgrading.
Well, the hardware of the headset itself.
Okay.
Well, that
Be-
hasn't
okay.
released yet, right? It's still.
No, it hasn't. But then you'd have to have two different versions of the headset, which I don't think they're gonna want to have.
Well, no, because the headset is standalone, and then it talks to the PlayStation to do
Yeah.
some of the work. So the new PlayStation is going to be able to do more work, and then they can upgrade the hardware on the Morpheus because it hasn't released yet. So none of the specs are final, so they can always just bump it up a little bit, right? If they need
I
to.
think they're a little too close to the release of the Morpheus to actually do that.
Plus the Morpheus is already probably like bumped up to be able to work with the regular
Yeah.
PS4. So it's probably going to even work better on the new system.
Maybe that's the one thing that's kind of up in the air because we don't know exactly what the new system entails or what the Morpheus completely entails, like how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling it's not gonna affect it too much because most of that would have to be done in headset.
Well, no, because like even the ones for the PC, they all have to be hooked up to like at least like $1,000 PC that has
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a 970. So the hardware actually matters on the computer that you're using.
It-
And that's what the PlayStation is. It's just a computer.
It does, but the thing is that since it has to work with the regular PlayStation 3, if they bumped it up to work also with this other one, it would no longer be usable with the regular PlayStation 3.
Before.
Ford.
Yeah, the PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
Whatever. I'm in the
no,
wrong.
it would be because like you're still you're already bumping up the specs on the headset to work with the slower, less beefy PlayStation 4 compared to the 4.5. So the games would run better on the newer version, the newer hardware with the better specs, right? Because you're still using the hardware to do a lot of heavy lifting, and the new one can lift heavier things.
That makes sense in theory.
A little bit, but I think the problem is with the display itself. The display itself wouldn't really work with it
Well, yeah, like you can only pump up like
so much.
the graphics on
I
the
think
display.
it'd work maybe a little bit smoother, but I
Yeah.
think graphically wise, it's not going to affect the headset as
Well,
much.
yeah, I wasn't thinking of the graphics. This is you're limited by the screen, but you're also limited by the hardware. But like I said, it's probably going to be more like less chugging and faster frame rates.
Yeah. Which hopefully it's not that bad anyways, because
Right.
that's one of the things that makes people vomit.
I guess if it's really fast, right? That's the thing because we don't really see things.
No, the chugging. Well, when it starts
Yeah.
chugging, because
Oh,
it is
okay.
a VR experience, and if it starts taking you out of it, it'll make you vomit.
Okay.
I mean, other rumor is because this is just a rumor, unfortunately. Although pretty much corroborated by everybody and anybody who works somewhat close to someone at Sony.
Okay, so it's a rumor, but it's probably true.
Yeah,
Okay.
but another rumor, Microsoft is working on their own update. We have no other details other than supposedly there's prototypes out there.
Yeah. I've
For
heard
new
this
Xbox.
rumor for a few months now, from some people, and yeah, no, same opinion as before. Just the more you try to make a console less of a console and more of an actual PC, which is what it is, the closer the end of the PC of the end of the consoles is gonna happen. We don't need them anymore. I mean, there's barely exclusives anyway. Barely. I mean,
You still need them. They're really dumbed down, like streamlined version. Not really dumbed down, but like streamlined versions to get to your content. Because even on a PC, you still have to download Steam and you have to set up an account with them, and then
well, you've
or
got,
whatever,
yeah.
wherever it is you buy your games.
Oh, you've got GOG and you've got Origin now, which isn't as terrible as it used to be.
Yeah. So it's less.
I mean, Steam itself isn't really that great. It's just it's the biggest in the
Yeah.
market. So
Yeah.
it works.
Also got Uplay.
No, I don't. But okay.
And then you have to deal with like the system. So when you have a console, you can optimize everything to like give you the best with the least amount of like
Work
hardware specs.
with the least amount of work. Yeah, no, it's streamlined. I'll give you that, but I don't know. I feel like everything is just building up to where consoles are going the way of VHSs, kinda. It's just being outperformed and outclassed by the pricier, but also the price point of entry for a really good standard PC, which will still have better specs than your console. Is still getting fairly cheap. You can get like a good one going for $500,
Yeah.
$300 if you're really frugal and know where to get things on sale. So, and don't mind like.
But that still requires a lot more effort on like the user's part to go out and source the parts and then put the thing together and then load
Yeah,
it.
but you could have a friend do it. I mean,
You could have
you
a
know.
friend do it, or you could just go to Walmart, Best Buy, or wherever your big box store is, and just pick up the
A box
latest
PC.
play box or whatever.
Fry's, Micro Center.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I think there's still a room for it. There's still a niche for it. And
There is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to die like within
Tomorrow.
the next, few years. And we're still talking maybe 10, 20, 25.
Maybe like another console or two.
Yeah, another generation or two.
I th-
But then it's going to get closer. Now, the way they can go is still handheld. Handheld still exists.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are moving over to just
Mobile.
their smartphones because the
Mobile-
smartphones are getting
mobile is
bigger.
a
They're
thing.
You know, some smartphones are better than Xbox 360s now.
yeah, so
No joke.
it's you're getting more powerful and you're using them for everything. You have them with you all the time. They're charged all the time.
Except
They are not.
Except mine.
Okay, they're not-
Mine is not charged all the
If
time.
it's not charged, you
I
carry
think
your
dead
charger
right
with
now.
you.
Yeah, because
go.
otherwise it dies.
Or your mobile battery, like I do.
Yeah, mobile battery. So
That reminds me.
yeah,
of
those are
church
getting
remote
really
about-
popular too. So.
I don't have it right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, let's move on to a little bit different question. Since there are supposedly rumors of these things, and they might be coming up at the end of the year, because E3 is coming up upon us. So they might be announced pretty soon.
What is?
The PlayStation Neo.
Oh,
The
the
end
Neo.
is nigh.
I wonder if they come with like free drugs. You get like a big pile of blue and red drugs in the box.
So since they are maybe possibly coming pretty soon, does this make you? Would you buy it?
No, I have a computer.
Yeah, no, I have a computer.
I have a computer.
Exactly. See, it doesn't affect people that already have computers.
I kind of want to buy it.
Well, of course you do.
I've been wanting to get a console since, but I'm never the person who adopts it right away. Like I'm always the one who ends up getting the slim version.
I was gonna get a console, but I only get them if other people I know get them because that's the really fun part is playing
Yeah.
online with people. That's
Right.
Yeah.
But I already have the PC and we all have PCs and we all play online there.
Yeah.
And there's only a few games that I want to play that aren't on PC.
And see, that's my issue because I do want to play the exclusives, but I want to play both sides. So I want to play the new Halos and I want to play the new Uncharted's that I unfortunately cannot get on
The
the
PCs.
PCs. At least not-
That is the annoyance right now.
Stupid
See,
console
like those $300, $400 you're gonna be spending on like the console, you can spend it on like kick-ass like mice and keyboards and new graphics cards
that have mechanical
Or
clicky
RAM.
noises.
the RAM.
I could
or
use it on new
LEDs.
graphics card because my graphics card's a few years old.
Yeah, so see, the price of a console would be a graphics card, and that would actually like last you longer
Than the console.
than the console.
Maybe I don't know. Consoles last for like 10 years.
If you treat them
No.
nice.
Your PC will
And
last for
then-
10 years. Like slowly, you'll start instead of playing on high, you'll be playing on medium or medium high,
Like I do with Arc.
medium rare.
Yeah. Until you go all the way down to rare.
Arc is because it's still in beta and it's not optimized.
At all.
And we haven't played it in a while,
it
and I'm pretty sure it's less tasking on your computer now.
Maybe.
Probably, hopefully.
I don't want to install it because that install file looks huge.
You can bring it up here.
There
It's
you
super
go.
fast internet. Like
Yeah.
download instantly.
Even though when you try to upload a fucking YouTube video, it keeps crashing.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing.
Oh, when is E3 by the way? Before we leave this, do you know? Since you said it's coming out.
2 more weeks. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, all right. That's
E3.
close enough. Right? To sometime in the future that is near.
What was released last year on E3? Do you remember?
Oh, they had No Man's Sky.
There you
and,
go. That's the one with the robots, right? The
Oh,
robot
what was-
people, animals.
Oh, never mind. It's in June 16th.
Okay.
June. Okay, yeah, it is coming.
Yeah, it's
Really
pretty,
quickly.
it's really, really quickly. But then there's like all the other companies that are diving off of E3.
Yeah.
Right.
And a company that I don't want to talk about. It's Segway.
Okay.
I'm pointing on my Segway. That doesn't always show up at
Thanks,
Is
E3.
it Nintendo?
Don.
It's Nintendo.
It's Nintendo.
Well,
Okay.
EA we talked about it last time that EA also kind of jumped the ship of just we're showing off a game, we're not doing any announcements.
gives a shit about it? Okay. All right, I know.
But yeah, so no,
That's for a
Nintendo they're during their marketing call yesterday, last night.
Sure.
It's in Japanese time, so it was sometime in the wee morning.
Sometime when we were probably asleep.
Yeah, so they were they finally they announced an NX last year, I believe, around this time, and
Yeah.
this year they were like, yeah, so NX release date March of 2017.
release date for?
The NX, the new
The
console, the next.
Oh.
The one that will replace the not totally horrible console that is.
So they've had
Correct.
2 systems where aren't really you can't. I wouldn't call these things games. They're not even fun. So what's the new hardware? What does it do? Do we know?
Okay, so
Any-
the
any
thing is,
rumors?
It is just I've got some rumors, but they're quite old.
Okay.
there are a lot of rumors, and all of them have been debunked.
Okay.
So
There's also that.
nobody knows.
Nobody
They just
knows.
said that it's not going to be just an evolution of their handhelds,
Is it VR?
and it's not going to be an evolution of their hardware. It's weird. They're like, it's a whole new way of thinking.
Okay. One of the rooms, I don't know. I
I've been
don't
thinking pretty fucked up recently.
like I said earlier. Nintendo values innovation above all else, which includes good gameplay on
Yes.
occasion.
Well, it's the blue. They have a name for the thing. It's called blue open ocean or open blue sea.
Blue Sky, I think it's Blue Sky thinking.
No, it has nothing to do with the water.
Fine.
Because they were
Blue
like,
herring. They live in the water.
because they were like, if everybody's fighting over here on this piece of land, or this piece of the ocean, why not shoot our stuff off into this open blue water?
Okay, so this reminds me of like a little meme I saw on the internet like a long time ago, where like Sony and like Microsoft are fighting, and like Nintendo's off in the corner eating glue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they call it open blue water because they're saying that while having these two people fight over just menial things, you can innovate by shooting off in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
And it hits because like the Wii was a huge hit. People bought that.
For some reason.
Misses because the GameCube was also not a very big hit. Wii U
Bad
was
marketing,
a
though.
really bad idea / I don't know why they made it.
The Wii U had some interesting concepts behind it, and as a console, it's not technically terrible.
What?
I will say this, defending it. But then, as an attack against it, it has not the greatest lineup of games. Is not getting good game support because they're already planning to ditch it for the NX, and yeah, the games it does have, even some of those have like major faults.
I think the biggest issue with the Wii U is it didn't keep up
Well, yeah, it was
with anything.
It was like an updated Wii that didn't even meet like current
Yeah.
console standards before the new gen.
And I think that's
original
what
consoles came out.
I think they started to
it
realize.
had HD, guys. Come on,
Yeah, it finally had HD.
HD.
But it wasn't even like full HD. Though.
I didn't say full. I said
Well,
HD.
Well,
Was
it
it
had
720 or was it?
HD for like its own stuff, but
480?
like it
Uh,
the actual system
Okay.
wasn't strong enough. And this is the thing. The problem is that they completely lost in the third party stuff because no third party could develop for it because they couldn't just port it over because it was like if Xbox One is underpowered compared to PS4, Wii U is nowhere near them.
Okay.
Like it was so far off that no third party developer they'd had to completely redo the game like completely.
And I think people were just got over the gimmick of shaking a controller to make things happen on the screen.
Kind of.
This is
So,
when
I
the
mean,
gamepad
yeah.
became a thing.
Yeah, but
Again.
but even then, I don't think that killed it as much as the fact that it had no support other than first party support. Everything else was shovelware because no one wanted to develop for it because it's not strong enough to just port anything of yours. And this one
Okay.
supposedly, and the problem is we don't know because I think it was supposed to catch up with the PS4 / Xbox One. But if the PS Neo is real,
Yeah.
and if they are making a new Xbox, it may be outclassed again, even though technically it wouldn't be because it'd still be at the base of the PS4 standards,
So I
supposedly.
think I think Sony coming out with a new system and then Microsoft developing their own. It's just a sneaky way of bringing a new console into the market without calling it a new thing.
I don't
You know
think
what
it's
I mean?
different enough. I think it gives it a little bit of a bump. But
I can see where Captain's arguing from.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like preemptive strikes for the next gen console war.
Because like jump from 360 to Xbox One, it wasn't like a huge giant jump. You got slightly better graphics and
a
better
creepy,
processor, so you can put more characters on the screen. But like there was no real innovation really coming into
Well,
it.
you had the creepy camera that was always watching you.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
creepy camera. Other than actually moving more over into like downloaded content versus like hardware or like physical.
Even
media.
though there was a kind of hard backlash against it at first.
Yeah, so that was like the big move between 360, Xbox One, and like PS3 and PS4, where they moved more to digital content and pulling stuff, and so they can make more money and they don't have to deal with certain shops that people go to stop and buy games.
Yeah, stopping games. Stopping games.
Yeah.
I don't know. The NX seems interesting to me though, because it's just
What do we know about it? What's interesting?
not too much. But the thing that makes it
So-
most interesting is not releasing holiday
Oh,
at all. Like I did. It's March 2017. That is the end of the fiscal year, I believe.
Yeah.
The other thing is they also said they're not going to talk about it at all during E3. At all.
okay.
They said, in fact, they're not even going to talk about. They're only going to talk about one game during E3,
Mario
and that's
something?
the new Legend of Zelda,
Okay.
the new open
Yeah.
world one. And even that's kind of weird because that got delayed to March of 2017 because they are pulling a Twilight Princess and releasing it
On
both on Wii U and on
NX.
NX.
And they're just gonna flip the maps like they did on Twilight Princess.
Did
Instead
they
of
flip
going
the
left,
maps?
you go right. Yeah.
They flipped the maps.
I only had the
So
Wii
that way-
version because
So that way you could have the motion controls and Link would be right-handed.
oh yeah,
different.
people got really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I think they're just gonna do the same thing. They want the Legend of Zelda to be their own, their opening thing.
Their little launch title.
Yeah,
their,
the
like,
launch
main-
title. That's also another thing that they are saying that it's also or they're not saying anything too much, but a lot of people are speculating it could be because they want a good, like starting catalog.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the Wii U and the Wii had a decent one, but the Wii U had a horrible starting catalog. In fact, it doesn't even really have a big catalog now.
Okay.
Like the biggest games that it has is like
Smash Bros.
the new
Zelda, Smash Bros. and
new
Mario.
Super Mario Brothers Wii U, and there was something else.
Mario Maker.
Not Mario Maker because that came out recently, but like when it started off, there's only a few games, and then it never was supported all that
That's
well.
usually what happens. They just have 3 games or a handful of
Wind
games that
Waker
support them.
HD remake? Was that near the launch?
That came out like a few months after.
Okay.
Because it came out with its own console.
Yeah, because I remember it came out bundled, but when it came out, it pushed some units.
Yeah, so I think that's I
Like
almost
gold
bought
trimming.
one of them.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
It gave it a nice
That's all I'm
touch.
saying.
My sister has one. I almost bought it during that time, but I forgot. I think I ended up buying stuff for my computer. But no, like
Good call.
yeah. I don't know.
That's
I think I probably would have picked it up because I don't have a Wii U anymore, and there was games that I wanted to go back because I haven't played Skyward Sword yet. And I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna pick up an NX. I don't know though. It depends on the price point for the Nintendo one.
We don't even know anything about it.
I will say this: like out of all the consoles, Nintendo always has like a soft spot for a lot of gamers. Not only because it used to be one of like the major consoles that a lot of people grew up with, like if it was
Sega or Nintendo.
yeah, Sega and Nintendo, or like it was SNES or N64 or whatever. It was one of our generation's gamers grew up with that kind of stuff. So we always kind of feel like a soft spot before we went over and backstabbed it and went to the PlayStation or PlayStation 2.
I don't know. For some reason, I never really got a soft spot for it. Even though like my first console was Nintendo, then I had the Super NES, and then after that, instead of getting a 64?
Yeah.
I got a PS1, and then I've just stuck with Sony, and then jumped Sony and just went to PC.
I went all the way through the Wii.
Oh
See,
I'm sorry.
I only had the
No,
That was all right. I will say I've never bought a console at launch ever. On the Wii, I got for $100. PS3, I got for like $150, whatever that price drop was. Like after Arkham Asylum came out,
Yeah.
I bought Arkham Asylum before I bought a PS3.
I got a PS.
Me too.
I got a PS2 near launch, and I got a PS3 near launch.
I don't think I've spent more than like $200 for a console. I'm always that really late adopter. So like right now when they're talking about the PlayStation 4, I'm like maybe I'll get it because I mean it's a little bit easier for like fighting games and stuff. I just like it a little bit better for that kind of stuff. My PC kind of chugs a little bit.
Uncharted, man.
Uncharted too. That's the other reason I was saying PS4. But even then, like I could do an Xbox One. I don't really care.
Game I really want to play. It's like I haven't really
Which one?
kept up with consoles. So I forgot the name.
What's the guy do?
Oh, it's a super like it was their game of the year kind of thing.
Gears of War.
No, Sony.
Oh,
Sony.
Sony.
Oh yeah.
What was it?
Sony's
No more something.
No More Heroes.
Not No More Heroes.
Crash Bandicoot?
No.
What do you do in the game?
PS4.
What do
big
you do in the
game.
game?
Spyro?
Great story. Kid dies in the beginning.
Limbo?
It has like mold zombies.
Oh, Last of Us?
Yeah.
Last of Us. There we go.
Oh, okay.
I really want to play that one.
Yeah.
The
So-
remake?
Yeah.
I don't know. If I've had enough money and I had my way, I'd probably have all the consoles.
Well, yeah. If we all
'Cause-
had unlimited funds, arguably, if you're like a highly active gamer, you'd do that. But that's not the point. So the entire point of the console wars was just a marketing strategy to sell you on your purchase. Like, hey, you either bought or got X console, not referencing the Xbox at all, but just whatever console you got. So now you got to defend it because it's your console, and you can't have the
And
sucky console.
You did spend a lot of money on it.
You have the best console.
I did
PC
have the
PC is all the equal. We all have PC.
No. PCs are fucking the most exclusionary.
Well, yeah, if you
Well,
have
you-
the
you-
money to have like Titans
No.
inside of your.
Oh,
What
you have
do you-
AMD?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true.
You got Intel? What the fuck? Like, do you care about
I-
how
I-
long it lasts?
I like my processors not to melt.
But don't you want power in the processor?
I
There's power in that processor, and it doesn't melt.
You got to be close to melting in order.
see.
No.
Me personally, I don't care about that. As long as it works and I can play my games, I'm good.
That's what most people say about consoles, though. They're like, I don't care about it. It's just the online internet nerds that have nothing else to do except for listen to this.
Keep listening to this.
Keep
Please.
listening to this.
Do it.
Please.
No, but
Just
yeah,
do it.
Michael, please.
I don't know. Like, it's so weird because I think the other thing that it kind of brings up is why March? Like, why release it in March?
The only thing that makes sense is
When is the new
end of the fiscal year.
when is the new Sony product coming out? The
Nobody
Neo?
knows. It's still not
No idea.
announced. People are thinking it might
Same
be
thing
announced.
with the new Xbox.
It could be announced E3, and it could be for this holiday, or it could not be.
Okay.
So nobody knows. And I think the other thing, though, is if you think about it, it is releasing at the end of the fiscal year, but it's not going to have enough time to make a huge statement unless they're introducing some sort of subscription service, because that would definitely bring in money.
For like older games, or what kind of?
That's what some people are thinking. This is all just kind of speculation from here, but like, it could be just like an online kind of like Xbox Live or
Maybe an
PlayStation
online
Network.
thing, but Nintendo never really embraces online anything.
This could
Yeah.
be it, though.
It would take like 2 gens behind. But yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Or some people are speculating maybe it is something more like it did get rid of the Nintendo console. I forgot what it's called.
The
And-
Nintendo console?
This is the one where you play the old one, the virtual console. This
Oh yeah, like replacing it with a subscription service so you can play
Yeah.
with whatever games you want. I
Yeah.
can see that. That would work. Like I think a lot of people would really. You guys would probably want that, right? You probably.
I'd
To
do
play
that.
the old games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would probably pick up one of the new consoles to play
Not
the
not
older
not
games
gonna lie, that would sound tempting.
instead of like drop down like $10 per game, whatever it is right now.
Like the
Though then you'd have to ask what would happen to all the people who've already bought or gotten.
They still have their systems and they still have
Yeah.
their
Well,
games
yeah, but-
on the other systems.
I've bought
No, Nintendo's not gonna do that.
What
I've bought
about
Ocarina of
migration,
Time multiple
man?
times. I think I've bought every version of Ocarina of Time.
Like you have
I have not.
you have no like guarantee of backwards compatibility with systems.
No.
Like it was
Well,
broken
okay,
with
okay. I've
PS3.
I've purchased multiple versions of BioShock. And that's because it's a really good game.
I can
Like,
say something about
One on Steam, one on just like PC disc, because Steam didn't exist yet. When it
So
came
why did
out,
you
I think.
buy it on Steam if did you lose the disc?
Mm,
Did you use the key?
I have I still have the disc and everything and the key. No, I got it for free when I pre-ordered.
Okay.
Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah,
You got Bioshock and XCOM for free.
I
I'm-
mostly wanted
I-
it for XCOM.
I
Yeah.
physically bought Ocarina of Time,
and
the
I also had it
64 one.
for the PS3
So-
twice.
Yeah,
the
because you
first
broke
is,
it.
First is broke, not my fault. It had a
Rage.
crack in it,
Rage.
not Rage, because I love that game, even though it's filled with jump scares that I hate.
Yeah, so now for the Ocarina of Time, I bought the original N64 version.
Yeah.
I bought the GameCube version with Master Quest.
Yeah.
I bought it secondhand because I think that was supposed to come bundled with something.
It's a
Yeah, it was,
pre-order
it
for
was,
when
it
you
was
got Wind Waker.
bundled when it got the first price drop
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
on the cube in order to get rid of it.
Yeah, so I had that one, and then I bought secondhand, and then I bought the collection one,
Mm-hmm.
For the
also for the GameCube. There was 2 of them. There was one with Master Quest,
okay,
and there was one that
right.
had Zelda. I think it was Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, Zelda 1 and 2.
Something
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and so I bought that one, and then I bought the Nintendo
3DS version.
3DS with the
With Master.
special Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, right, that one.
And if you beat that version, you get
get
Master
Master
Quest.
Quest.
Yeah, so I will happily buy it again.
Okay, see, excluding the
Well,
GameCube
another
stuff,
time.
I had all of those, excluding the GameCube stuff, because I never had a GameCube.
I had one. It
Except
was
for
alright.
that one time where we switched consoles for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Played a lot of Call of Duty.
GameCube was fun. I liked it. I
Call of
just
Duty.
never owned it.
I never had a PlayStation 2.
It had Res 4 first, right? Before it got ported over.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It also had the original Resident Evil that I had one disc to because I got it in a flea market. I just got a case with the game and it only had one of the discs for the Resident Evil,
Is that the one?
so I could only play half of it.
is
and
that
then
the one that added
stop.
like the red zombies?
That's weird.
Maybe I don't remember. It's been a while since I played it, and I only played through half of it, so
Because you could only play through half of it.
it was
There can
great.
Only be one disc.
Either way, let's move on to some different topics.
Okay.
Let's move a little bit away from gaming and on to women's in
And
In
movies,
movies ish,
shows.
kind of.
Film?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm just going things we covered.
Reebok.
Shoes
Reebok, they
Shoes.
make shoes.
and like
And
sportswear.
2 days ago,
Yeah.
Okay.
it was Alien Day, 426.
Huh?
Because
Huh?
LV 426. We talked about it.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that.
So Reebok decided they were going to make, or they did make, these really badass shoes. They were called Alien Stompers, which are the shoes that Ripley wore in the movie.
Okay.
They look really cool. They said originally they were going to come out with 426 pairs. In the end, they decided they were only going to come out with 36 pairs.
36.
36 pairs.
Is a lot short.
Well, no, they didn't commit to it. They were like, we're thinking about it. Never mind, we're going to put out 36 because that way
Oh.
we can value them at a fucking lot.
I just looked up the story. Okay.
Yeah, and a
go ahead.
lot of people are really mad because they were under the men's classics between sizes 8 to 12.
Wow.
When they were supposed
So
to
the
be.
Ripley shoes.
Yes, the
Only
Ripley's.
for men.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lady shoes.
Wow. Okay.
kind of. And this is where it gets a little weird. I believe it was Gizmodo or some stupid
Blog.
blog site.
One of them.
I don't know.
Okay.
They decided
They'll be
to
a fossil
contact
anyway,
Reebok
so
and be
no
like,
worries.
what the fuck? Because I believe even Yaya Han was one of the first people. She's a famous cosplayer for those of you who don't know.
Right.
Okay.
But she's like, really? Like, even Sigourney Weaver couldn't get these shoes because they're not.
And they only made 36 pairs.
Yeah. Well, one, it wouldn't have mattered because you had to be like on the site like immediately and just bought them outright.
Yeah, but if you were like a chick, you had like it didn't matter if you were like the first person on the site.
Okay, so this is where it gets weird.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just like Gizmodo or some blog site contacted Reebok, and the representative was like, "Yeah, the reason they came out in sizes 8 to 12 was because it was that's where the market demand was. So because market demand is between sizes 8 to 12, that's where we decided to put the shoes.
Yeah.
And then a few hours later, or like a day later, Reebok contacted them and said that representative did not have the authority to speak on our behalf or make a statement.
Okay.
He also might have been an idiot.
And their official statement after he said that was that the sizes depended on your geographical location and they were mislabeled as men's classics. They were supposed to be under unisex and offered in the ranges from 3.5 to 12 men's sizes. The most common for unisex shoes, because 3.5 is I think like a 5.5 in a woman's size, which is a
Okay.
pretty normal thing. But that almost sounds too much like a cover up.
It sounds like BS. Like
Yeah.
this is like a special release. Nobody pays attention to like where they're posted.
Yeah, and it's like that's one of the things. But the other thing was what's even weirder is like you can't go back and verify that because they
Yeah.
got taken off because they're completely sold out. So like you couldn't even go back and verify that they were being offered in 3.5 to size 12.
But were they making them per order, or did they already have them?
That's the thing is that I wouldn't even know how this would work, especially if you're only making 36 pairs. Like,
Yeah, I'm assuming they were already made and they were all 8, 12, and they were just BSing, like, to cover up, like you said.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with that. It sounds, in the best scenario, stupid marketing,
Wow.
and then someone who wasn't supposed to talked.
And he had some kind of, or he or she had some kind of information to talk about it.
Yeah,
right?
but didn't do it in a nice, clean, PRE kind of way.
No, it was pretty dirty.
Yeah.
The price point is also really fucking ridiculous.
What
Wait, I
was
mean,
the price point?
Huh?
Side note.
175.
yeah. I mean,
That's not
it's a
bad for
collector
shoes.
shoe. Like,
Yeah, yeah, fine. But still, okay. It is ridiculously tiny ass amount for a collector's item.
yeah, this is
And-
one of
and
those
that's
things.
supposed to be
It does-
worldwide or just like per country?
I think this is supposed to be like worldwide, I believe.
36.
So it does make them collectors.
Yeah.
Fine,
Like-
sure.
like
I'll give
Even
you that.
more
but
collector.
Most of these will probably end up behind glass, like in a alien thing.
yeah,
I'd wear the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
I would too,
Yeah.
just to piss
exactly.
people off.
Yeah.
That's the entire point there.
Oh, it's scuffed.
Oh no.
Who cares? Just like
You know who wouldn't care? Ripley.
I can make a
Ripley
bunch of
would not
money
care.
on Crush videos wearing those shoes.
You got to make it dark, don't you?
Oh, food crushing. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
so animal crushing.
No itty bitty animals.
Oh, okay.
No puppies.
No puppies were harmed in the crushing of this cake.
Yeah, so that's a thing, and I don't believe him. I cannot believe him,
No.
especially since the first guy came out and said it, and he wasn't even being mean about it. He was just like, yeah, that's where the market
No,
share
yeah,
is. So.
I'm not. I believe him that he was just saying like what he thought was sensible because it was probably close to the truth, and that's why it was stupid on his part.
Because he didn't PR it up.
Exactly. He didn't PR it up. It didn't pass approval from someone above his pay grade.
So he didn't like BS the entirety of the thing.
Yeah. Was okay. The first rule in line is start out with the lie and then keep going. Do not hint towards the truth at all. If you do, it'll come around and fuck you in the A. Okay?
That guy's out of a job.
That guy's so fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. 36 pairs of shoes is still way too small for a worldwide limited release.
I believe it was 36. I heard that. It might have been U.S. only, but still.
Okay. I mean, see, but U.S. only, I can kind of believe it, even though it's still
Even
shite.
then, dude, that's
It's even shite numbers then. When it comes to other collector's items that I know that gets worldwide release limited numbers, 1,000 maybe, on the higher end, 500, that's reasonable. I mean, if they left it at 426, that wouldn't be bad. Just saying, it's less than 500. It's got a nice fancy number. You could have put like a sticker with the number on
They
the
do that.
box.
They did do that?
Yeah.
No, they always do that. Like I recently got a collector's vinyl and it was numbered.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Those
most
things are usually numbered.
most collectors.
Did you get a cert?
I don't believe. I don't know. I haven't looked at it too much. I mostly left it in its little thing.
In its
Okay.
case.
I haven't had a chance to play it. I was playing other things.
Okay.
Wait.
What was that the one you posted that pic of?
It was the guest one, not the.
Okay.
Because the other one also, that one wasn't numbered, but it also was a limited edition.
Okay.
But the guest, the secondary, because there's two soundtracks. There's the soundtrack with the like gothic music that they played during the film, and then there's the soundtrack by Steve Moore.
Oh, okay.
And I have both of them, but
Nice.
the second one, the one with all the various artists, that one's numbered in purple.
Cool.
All right, let's move on to other things.
Yes.
Yes. What are we moving on to?
Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
Oh,
What's
okay.
Wonder
Nathan
Man?
Fillion. Gotcha.
Wonder Twin Powers?
Nathan Fillion has been cast for Guardians of the Galaxy for a while, and we finally figured out who he is. And he's Wonder Man.
Like Wonder Twins? Like,
No.
What is Wonder Man?
Okay.
Is he both the Wonder Twins
I-
fused together?
I'm
No,
confused.
No.
I don't know.
I will do my best to explain.
Okay.
Now,
Is he the monkey?
Within the comic universe.
Monkey. Okay, yeah.
Wonder Man was the original personality template and memories that were transferred transferred
Transferred.
over to oh crap, what's his face now?
Simon Webb, I think. Or something.
No, the guy with the fucking stone in his face. Avengers, Ultron,
Vision.
Thank you. Yeah, Wonder Man's memories and personality were transferred over to the Vision, and thus making him human-like in the comic realm originally, because he died. Wonder Man died.
He did.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember of what or whatever, but yeah,
Testicular cancer.
maybe.
His name is Simon Williams. That's the name of the character.
Okay.
He's a famous actor in the Marvel Universe who also happens to have magical powers that were imbued to him. I believe of like flight and different crazy things.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
By
was pretty
magic.
cool.
I believe.
Well,
Is he magic?
I don't know if it's magic or
It's-
some order, sort of.
it's
Okay.
more
You
like
said magical powers.
Was he their resident Boy Scout?
no.
He used to be a
Okay.
bad guy who ended up trying to make good.
Okay.
So that he always starts off as a bad guy and then ends up trying to reclaim for his.
So we know his plot line.
So he
or
sounds
his
like a
plot
cop.
Well,
line,
maybe.
story arc.
Th-
I
th-
will
there-
say this: it is
there are
very.
two things. It's either
very-
he's either
Nathan
going to be a bad guy at the start of the movie or he's going to be in his redemption phase. So there's only two choices.
He's probably gonna be a bad. They're probably gonna go through the motions. Like he's gonna be evil and then.
I don't know.
redeemed.
I don't think he's the main villain though. If he was, I would say, but if he's
No,
not,
it
then
might be like a henchman or something.
maybe. But yeah. So yeah,
Wonder hench.
the reason we know this is
Wonder
because there was a some leaked not footage, it was just a screenshot of a movie theater or set because there's
Screening room.
no like a theater because I guess the theater is a set
Okay.
and there's posters on the wall with like fake movies and one's like a rip off of I forgot what it was, but there's a whole bunch of like rip off movies of like real movies
Yeah.
and they all say Simon Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them has Nathan Fillion's face, and I think it's like Oh Bertha or something. I don't know. It looks like a chick flicky movie kind
Okay.
of poster,
Okay.
and it has his face on it, and it's a Simon Williams.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's Wonder Man, and that's how we know.
There you go. Well, at least it wasn't spoiled via a toy line,
Fucking Lego.
like everything else, or pop vinyl, or that other thing that spoiled the Godzilla stuff.
Lego?
What spoiled the
No.
Godzilla stuff?
I don't remember the toy manufacturer name, but it showed the monsters before.
Oh yeah, the Mudos.
And Pop
Yeah.
Vinyl spoiled something big about Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they kind of had to do that because they released right around the same time.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
But I
unfortunate.
kind of wanted to be surprised.
Were you surprised?
Kinda.
Well, let's stick on with this Marvel train.
I didn't think they would do it so quickly. To say
They-
the least.
They released an updated schedule recently of all the movie releases.
Yeah.
Inhumans, nowhere to be found. At all.
Is that like Inhumanoids?
No. The Inhumans are like a weird version of the X-Men.
Basically, they're other meta-humans.
Is that what they call them
Yeah.
now? Metahumans or mutants?
Well, they can't use the word mutant.
They
What?
can't use the word mutant, but
Yeah, the Inhumans weren't mutant. They were like imbued with powers.
yeah. So,
Strangely.
a current catch-all term for anyone that was human or mostly human, that then gained powers either through magic, mutation, or other means is metahuman.
Yeah.
So,
They
Is
call
it-
them Enhance in Ultron.
Yeah, so the
eh.
metahumans kind of
Mhm.
stuff. Their movie's gone completely. Kaput.
I have a theory. I haven't been watching the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, but I know currently they have been having a giant story arc with Inhumans.
Yes.
So
That's the
that
thing.
could be why. Maybe.
So instead of having a movie, they put them in the shows. That we're saying.
Possibly.
Okay.
Or maybe they're rethinking on how they're going to do the movie.
Okay.
Because the movie itself hasn't been fully canceled. It's just been put into like long-term development.
Hiatus.
Kinda.
Yeah, because I mean, one of the I forgot who it was. It was probably Feige, but someone associated with the project was like, "Yeah, it's not that we got rid of it. It's just it didn't make sense anymore where it was, and we just don't know where to
Yeah, then
film it now."
I'm gonna go with
Slash, they don't really have a script or anything yet, so they were like, I mean,
the
Do you
show.
think it's
The
dead?
show has been running with it because It's turned a few of its agents into now super powered fight machine robot men. You know,
So if
whatever.
it's in the show, I'm pretty sure they're still going to get a movie. 'Cause
Probably.
If they-
If anything, it might get the show a movie.
yeah, that too.
Be cool.
I mean, to keep it nice and coherent is what I'm thinking.
Because if they were
And-
canceling the movie completely, they wouldn't have put them made them such a big part of the show.
yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to some other weirder movie news from.
Strange.
Weird.
Uh,
I like weird.
They
What
make
do
good miniatures.
What do we got?
the new Rita pictures. Rita Repulsa has got new set pictures.
Yeah.
I'm looking directly at Harpy.
What?
Yeah.
I have complete apathy towards this.
I know.
You're not gonna go with your hashtag not my Rita.
We all know it's
Like,
there.
Rita
I just
Repulsa.
don't- Like
Yeah.
Rita Repulsa.
Rita Repulsa. That's a new Rita Repulsa. We got more behind the scenes photos, and they look really weird because
Like-
set photos always look really weird.
Power Rangers Rita?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
they're making a Power Rangers movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we
And
talked
Eliza-
about that the other day.
Yeah, and Elizabeth Banks is Rita Repulsa. I don't
I-
know what she's in.
I don't. Okay.
I don't know what she's in.
I have no opinion.
Help me.
No-
Help me know what
no
she's
one
in.
else.
I want to say she was the person who looks like a clown, but isn't a clown.
Rita Repulsa.
Elizabeth Banks. Hold on,
Yeah.
don't tell me.
Yeah.
What's that teen novel series that has been turned into a movie that isn't Divergent?
Goosebumps.
No,
Oh,
it's a teen novel series.
Fifth Wave.
Fifth Wave.
Not that one. It's really big. I can't remember the name. Seriously.
The Lion, the Witch.
Hunger
and the
Games, thank you.
you.
Okay.
Oh wait, yeah, she is
Yeah,
in that one.
yeah. She's
the pale lady.
Yeah, the pale clown looking lady. That's
The scary lady.
I have not seen it nor read the books.
I've watched the movies.
There you go.
They're okay.
Well, I guess
Okay.
this Pale Lady didn't make a lot of a splash, but you know what Pale Lady did?
Take over the galaxy.
I got nothing here. Yeah.
The elder one, or whatever her name is from Doctor Strange. Isn't her name the elder one?
The
chick that
ancient
punches him?
one.
Ancient one.
Okay.
Chick
Tilda
that punches
Swinton.
him?
Yeah, Tilda Swinton.
Okay. Yeah. What about her?
Whitewashing.
Of course.
God damn it.
And
Well, I
I
mean-
forget who's doing it, but they spoke out about it,
Oh boy.
and they did not make a good statement about it.
Oh.
boy.
It was weird, and it kind of makes sense if you think about international things. So the ancient one is supposed to be a Tibetan monk,
Yeah.
Yep.
and there was an issue there.
Okay.
The issue there,
Tibet doesn't exist.
yeah,
We can't get a legit Tibetan monk.
no,
Well, no, you
Okay,
probably could.
so-
The problem is politically,
That's not
Tibet
okay.
isn't a country anymore.
Okay.
It hasn't been since
Forever.
like World War II, basically. So
Forever.
70 plus years, give or take. You know, whatevs.
that's okay. So
For one
It's just
thing.
part of China now.
Yeah.
that's the big issue. The problem is if you chose someone who wasn't Tibetan, you'd still it's not technically whitewashing, but you'd still be. I mean, I don't like that term, anyways.
Yeah.
I went off on it last time,
Yeah.
but you'd still be reappropriating that culture into something else.
Trigger word.
Kind of.
Okay.
It annoys the fuck out of me, but so you'd still be reappropriating the skin tone. I lost the word culture of the character. Because even if you chose a Chinese person, technically Tibet would be really
Okay,
mad at you.
You can't
So-
be as accurate.
Yeah. So
is what you're saying.
so it wouldn't even matter if you chose anyone other than a Tibetan.
There's people who identify themselves as being Tibetan, even though their country doesn't exist. They're still have
Yeah.
a piece of culture that.
But the problem is if you chose an actual Tibetan person,
yeah,
China would boycott the fuck out of that movie. China is the second biggest, if not the biggest sometimes.
yeah, I know.
Movie consumer in the world.
So they cannot choose a Tibetan person.
Tibet protests like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
No, it's best said from far away.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's true. But
So if they chose a Tibetan person, China would completely
go ape shit.
Oh,
go
totally.
ape shit. If we chose a Chinese person, it would be racist.
Yeah.
And
and-
demeaning towards the Tibetans.
And so the only thing we can do, he's pretty much like, we're fucked if we do anything. So we just chose this white lady. This English white lady.
Okay.
That's only slightly imperialistic.
And I think they try to cover that up, but that's pretty much it. Like that he was just like, yeah, we're in a really tight spot because we can't choose the person who should, because it would literally start a war.
I wouldn't start a war.
Yeah, I'm doubtful that far, but
It,
China would be
it would
pissed.
start a lot of shit because that would mean we.
They just would boycott the movie. They just wouldn't make money over there. That's it.
yeah, but
It also showed that the U.S. is accepting as Tibet as a.
No, it's a movie. It's not tied to the government whatsoever.
North Korea wanted to get in a fight with us over the interview.
That's true.
Crazy people think crazy things. You don't succumb to their lunacy.
is that why we don't negotiate with terrorists?
That's why we don't negotiate.
But yeah,
Get off my plane. Okay.
that was a very big thing that happened. That was really weird.
Oh yeah, he kicked him off the plane. It's good.
God damn it.
No, but yeah, that I just. What do you think about that? Whitewashing not actually being a bad thing / being weird.
John Hurt can play a good terrorist. Oh, we're not talking about this, are
No.
we? Okay, fine. Though he can. I don't know. I mean, we heard it before. No one threw a big fit about it when we heard the casting that it was going to be Tilda Swinton. Possibly the only thing that could be whiter than milk, being cast as the Ancient One, who is supposed to be a Tibetan monk of some sort of Asian-looking descent.
The guy from Powder. You guys remember that movie?
Oh God.
No.
Okay. Go ahead. You were making a point.
I was.
Were you?
I don't know anymore.
Okay. My thing is, if you have a problem with it, don't go watch the movie.
There you go.
Don't give
Yeah.
them your money.
There you go.
There you go.
If a lot of people do that, they won't do that again.
Make
Because
your,
that's their goal, right? To make money. So
Yeah.
make your statement right there.
that's why I don't go see horrible movies like that Dragon Ball movie that I want to go watch.
You watched it?
No, I never even watched it. But I never went to go watch it because before I knew it was crap. Because they were doing stupid shit with it.
You was in high school.
Taking them to high school.
Goku never went to school. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He
He grew up in the goddamn mountains.
killing things with his bare hands
Exactly.
that he ripped off from bears.
Exactly.
It's a
Mostly-
very Skyrim kind of life.
Mostly T-Rexes.
Yeah.
So going from whitewashing to backtracking over things we've gone over a billion times before.
God damn it.
Joy.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
We got a whole bunch of rumors and leaked press stuff, and it looked like it was from GameStop's release schedule in their marketing books.
okay, yeah, that happens.
That happens a lot.
Which isn't really always super. It's usually bullshit dates on those things.
Yeah, but apparently they're going to announce the new Call of Duty next week.
Okay.
It's going to be called Call of Duty Unlimited Warworks.
What?
Wait.
No, it's called Call of Duty Infinite War. Just
Really?
war forever.
War forever.
Okay.
There's a lot more rumors about that, but I don't give a shit about that.
I'm not gonna lie. It just finally feels like they've stopped doing the BS of like, yeah, no, it's just gonna, yeah, no.
All
no.
war,
Infinite.
all
So
the
it's
time.
such a meta title.
Yeah.
War will never end.
Ever.
It never changes.
No.
But the thing that's more interesting is there was some product stuff from one of the little, probably a poster,
Yeah.
that has Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition, which
Go
apparently
on.
comes with Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered.
Which one?
Probably Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare,
The first one.
the first one.
The one that ends with a nuke.
The one that everybody loved.
Because it ends with a
Love.
nuke.
My favorite one was 2, Modern Warfare 2. It's kick-ass.
I like
It
that one.
was it was like one, but they kind of figured out their shit. and had
Is
better
that the one
maps.
where you attack the Russian airport with the machine guns?
That optional
No.
mission.
That's the one where Ghost dies, I believe.
Yeah, no. This is
Isn't that Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
No, I don't think.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was it.
That was
Yeah.
Russian airport. No, that's not the airport.
Yeah.
It was at 3.
No,
that was 3. That was not.
That was,
I had both 2 and 3. I don't know.
I think I still have both 2 and 3. 3 has the submission, and in the end, Soap kills the bad guy in 3. Spoilers.
You've had so many years to play those.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I don't
Not-
think they've done a Modern
Not to
Warfare in a
mention the
while.
campaign you can beat in 2 hours or less.
That's kind of sad.
Was
and
it only 2 hours?
You don't play the campaign, man. You're playing it wrong.
I like to play the campaign because it has some
Campaigns are
interesting
fun.
story.
Campaigns are fun.
Campaigns are
Just
fun.
Jump straight into the online.
Yeah, I did that for we did it for like 3 months,
Yeah, we were
and,
on
and
that.
then we stopped.
We were on that Doritos Mountain Dew double XP shit for
Yeah.
a long time.
Not gonna-
MLG
Yeah, MLG Pro.
I pulled up
360 no scope.
sometimes. I think you pulled off like one of those.
Stupidly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I had 2 TVs. He brought over his PS3, and I brought in 2 like comfy recliner chairs, and we would do that in the same room because internet sucked back then, so you couldn't do it online.
And then
So
you bought
you guys-
2 liters of Mountain Dew and a big ass bag of Doritos.
So were you
Yeah,
guys playing
basically.
against each other? Or you guys were.
Well,
Depends. We'd be online or we'd sometimes do the.
Okay.
I forgot what they're.
The different modes were. And all
Yeah,
that.
I forgot.
Were you guys on the same team? Were you guys like?
Usually we
Cheating.
try, and
Try and
in
party
order,
up.
in order to stay alive longer.
Try and party up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun. But either way, Call of Duty Modern Warfare remastered. Hopefully, maybe, possibly.
I would pick that up if they're doing Modern Warfare 2.
I've kind of wanted to try the one that came out recently that has grappling hooks.
No, you don't.
No,
No.
why not?
All I know is that Ghosts sucked.
That's
Is
the
that
one nobody
with
likes.
grappling hooks?
No,
I don't know.
the new the Advanced Warfare is the new one, I believe.
There's
the one with Kevin
jetpacks
Spacey.
And there's weird shit, and it's
Kevin
It's
Spacey?
Titanfall.
Kevin Spacey.
It's Tanful.
it's kind of turned into like an arcade shooter where you just bounce around and go really fast, and you don't really know what's happening.
So
It's
Destiny.
not fun.
I
Yeah,
remember-
Destiny's not fun for me.
I
either.
remember
I guess if you
back
enjoyed.
when.
No, Destiny's a lot slower.
Destiny is actually pretty slow, but it can be fast.
I remember back when we only fought Nazis and killed Nazis instead of Nazi
I
zombies.
swear to God, I'm going to hook you up to the laughing gas and knock your ass
Now
out.
listen to me, whippersnapper. We fought them Hitlers and stuff, and we won.
So speaking of laughing gas,
Nazis.
speaking of laughing gas,
Yeah,
new Killing Joke trailer dropped.
Right. Okay.
I like that.
Did you guys
segue.
watch it?
No, it did not.
There's a lot of shots that are pretty much
Straight out of the comic.
frames from the comic.
That's awesome. That's kind of what you want to see from
Yeah.
your movies, right?
Right.
Well, these kind of movies, yeah. I'm not sure about like
Well, it's animated, so yeah.
live action movies. They can get kind of weird if you try to adapt directly to the film.
I don't know. I think if you do it right, you don't.
It.
The pacing's usually way too off between the book and. You always have to make some concessions when adapting anything to a different format because it could take you way
tell
longer
that to
to
Zack
read.
Snyder.
Zack Snyder tries to stay very,
Martha.
very true to whatever he's doing, almost to a fault.
Yeah, which
'Cause he
kind
makes-
of ruins it sometimes, especially when you change something important.
Your mom's name is Martha too.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Also that was
That
stupid.
was very very stupid.
I still haven't seen it, but I already know about it.
I
It's just
know.
like Jesus.
It's not that stupid. It was really weird.
It is stupid.
Stupid. So if I say my mom's name is Martha, will Batman not beat the shit out of me?
Maybe.
Well, it's because he stopped because he's like, why are you calling my mom's name out? He wanted to know why. Then afterwards, it was like, oh, I'm coming to my senses. You were trying to get help. Although it still didn't make sense because there was a lot of things that didn't make sense in that film. There was so much in that. I'm not going to lie. So we're talking about Babby Soups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Marthas in the room hadn't noticed.
I kind of dug that movie for what it was. But I will say it's a fucking mess of a movie.
So I've heard.
And they couldn't have...
I still want to watch it. I don't know.
I think going in knowing that going in thinking that the movie was going to be complete garbage helped me have a better experience because it's not as bad as people say, but it is pretty bad.
It's still a clusterfuck.
It's still a clusterfuck of trying to get all this setup into one movie without any time to do a second movie because they don't have a chance to make a second movie. This is the one movie they can make. I realized that after coming out of it that they could even if they wanted to make a second one because a second movie. Hell, even just splitting that movie apart would have been really good because there's a good movie in there. But they had to cram so much stuff in there because they don't have a chance to make a second one because they have to catch up right away.
That's what I was explaining like years ago when we first started this, and you thought, no, it's a terrible idea. It doesn't matter if it's a terrible idea. They have to play catch up. The longer they take to make one really good film, look at how many more films Marvel throws out.
Yeah. By the way, I got off topic. Yeah, Killing
that's
Joke.
fine.
It's got a lot of frames. It looks pretty
And
cool.
Hamill's back, right?
Yeah, Hamill's back, and so is Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
Um,
The singular voice of Batman. He's also an okay Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, so
He's not a douche, but
So he's not Christian Bale, Bruce Wayne?
yeah, he's not a douche. He's also not an a-hole, so he's no crap. what's
Mel
his name?
Gibson.
Mel Gibson never did the voice.
I suddenly want this.
George Clooney. There you go.
I didn't know what you were going for. You were going on for so long to remember. I forgot. Either way,
Never
that
knew
came
I
out,
wanted Mel Gibson.
and we had another trailer come out for the new Netflix original
Oh boy.
coming from the Adam Sandler collection
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
man,
called
Netflix is new.
The do-over.
Do-Over. I completely forgot the name. It doesn't look that bad. It like
That's
it,
what he says. I'm gonna say that.
I saw Ridiculous. So Ridiculous 6, the trailer looked horrible. This trailer kind of looks okay. It could still be horrible. And my
it's gonna
problem-
be horrible. It's expected to be horrible. It's an Adam Sandler movie.
He did good stuff when a lot of good stuff in his early
A
days.
long time ago.
Yeah. So I'm like, maybe he went back to it.
No.
For me, there's always the hope that he's gonna hit that
That's straight
gold
again.
mine of his early stuff.
No.
And this stuff, it didn't look all that bad. It's got Kevin Spade in it.
David Spade.
David Spade. I don't know why. David Spade in it, and him and a few other people. And it looked kind of funny. I mean,
It's probably got Kevin, what's his name too? in
no, it does not.
Oh, thank God.
That's Kevin James. That's who I was thinking.
Kevin
of.
James is probably one of the worst things about any Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
movie.
at least I don't think he was in it. I didn't see him in it.
Blart.
Yeah, Paul Blart.
Is that guy in it? He also makes horrible movies.
No. He does
He
make
is Paul
horrible
Blart.
movies.
What?
Kevin James. I don't remember him seeing him in it. I might be because I watched like a shortened version of the trailer. I didn't feel like watching the whole trailer, so I watched someone review it, and they only put up clips of it, and it looked pretty good.
See, you're not even getting your opinion like firsthand. You're getting the like
I saw
filtered. You're getting it filtered, so someone else has to take the full brunt of Adam Sandler, man.
it didn't look bad.
No.
I saw most of the trailer, and it didn't seem that bad. It really didn't. But at the same time, it is Adam Sandler, and it could end up being really horrible because
It's gonna be horrible.
the other movie that I thought didn't look that bad that he produced, because most of the movies you can tell right away from the trailer they're garbage. But the other movie that seemingly from some of the trailers didn't look horrible was The Cobbler. It had like an interesting thing behind it, but then apparently it was complete garbage. Like it didn't even make it to theaters at one point. Like it was supposed to, and then it got like dropped.
All I know is that it's on Netflix, and
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
Which one?
'cause
The Cobbler.
Oh, is that the one with Adam Sandler where he's a cobbler?
Yeah, it's the one where he like,
like he,
Like a shoe
like a
worker.
or he's making shoes.
I don't know
Yeah.
what else it is, but I know it's that. I've seen the
Does
DVD
he
around.
play a small Asian boy?
oh god.
he pretty much did
No, the other guy
Getting
does.
paid like 2 pennies.
The other guy does.
Okay.
The guy who played the Native American dude in Ridiculous Things.
Oh man.
Rob Schneider.
You know, Kevin James isn't in The Do-Over.
Oh.
I knew it. Yeah.
Well,
He is in
still,
the Do-Over?
No, he's not.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it looks. No, but the cobbler was the one where he is a cobbler, works on shoes, and like if you put someone else's shoes on, he'd like live through their life for a little bit. It seemed like an interesting concept, but
Sounds artsy as fuck.
yeah, but then it looked artsy as fuck. But then
then
apparently
it's
people were like, it was
Adam
garbage.
Sandler.
But then it's Adam Sandler.
So of course it's gonna be turned. Just the fuck was I watching?
Just
Kevin
instead
James
of
is-
watching that, just pop in your VHS of Happy Madison
Yeah,
and just
Happy
chill that
Gilmore.
way. Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
I-
Sorry,
I'm Billy Madison.
Billy
Yeah.
Madison. Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
Little Nicky.
I'm looking Little Nicky.
Oh yeah, Little Nicky was.
Little
that
Nicky was the
good.
shit.
That was good.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Kevin James's
Pineapple.
filmography. It's pretty sad.
yeah,
Pineapple. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. No, but
Get the big spiky one.
Hitch. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
yeah.
Paul Blart,
Kevin
Mall
James.
Cop,
Oh boy.
But
Grown Ups,
I-
Zookeeper.
I'm probably
Here
not gonna
comes
watch
the
this movie when it releases. I mean, it's Netflix anyway, so I'm not gonna go to the theater to watch it. But I'll probably wait to see what people think about it because it looks okay, but that could mean it's bad because it is him.
Seems
It
like
is in like
2
really
hours of your
fancy
time.
places, so it's still him taking
His
paid
family.
vacations, as he does all the time.
Okay.
So the whole thing about the movie, like the synopsis of the movie, is that David Spade is unhappy with his life. has a shitty life.
Well, yeah, it's David Spade.
Yeah, and then he ends up meeting up with his old friend who's Adam Sandler, and they end up faking their own deaths,
As you do.
as you do, to
I did
do
last
over.
week.
And the people whose
Was
lives they take are actually involved with the mob,
I just didn't answer my
and
phone for
hilarity
4 hours.
ensues.
Okay.
Give him an obituary the next day.
I liked his stuff. He's fine.
Yeah,
David Spade's okay. I mean, and he
I-
works a lot with...
Them.
Adam Sandler. So
Uh.
it doesn't look bad, but my whole thing is I'm not completely like guaranteeing this is gonna be good because it is Adam Sandler.
It's a
Don't
crapshoot.
watch it. Save yourself 2 hours of your day.
Like,
Go
look,
Go
Yeah,
watch
look,
some Game of
look,
Thrones or
look.
something.
You're already paying for Netflix. That's punishment enough because they're going to keep making these.
They
How
did
many
raise the
more?
price, 4 more, I believe, because it had a 6 or 7 picture deal.
Okay. See, either way, you've already paid the punishment. You don't need to watch it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Ridiculous 6 was the first one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what, like, they came out with Ridiculous 6. That's why I thought this one's going to be complete garbage. And I saw the trailer, and it doesn't look like complete garbage.
saying. It's a trailer. It lies.
Yeah, but the trailer for Ridiculous 6 looked like garbage.
Well, yeah, but we all kind of
Remember
knew
the
it.
cobbler? You like that? It looked nice.
It looked nice, but
Yeah.
I never watched it. Like, I never bothered to because people were like, it wasn't worth it.
I don't know.
It might have been, it's probably racist.
Just wait for wait for reviews.
Just Rob Schneider.
And then, no joke, it probably was racist because it has him taking over other people's lives. And I know at one point he takes over some like a black person's life, and I'm like, that he's probably getting really racist because that's what Adam Sandler does.
So would it be a black person trying to act like Adam Sandler, trying to act like a black person?
Probably.
That's
I don't know.
Whole, like, just nutshell of weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Rob Schneider.
Derp, derp, and derp.
Well,
Yeah, let's move on to
anyway.
some other news.
Rob Schneider is a racist Native American character.
What do we got in the miniatures world?
Well, all right. So remember, like last week, I was talking about the Summer of Flyers coming out.
I remember you mentioning it, but I tuned you out.
That's fine. Well, that was just a rumor. Now it's almost confirmed, but it's still technically a rumor. Though we have some obvious pictures of things that are coming out soon. So a new orc flyer is coming out. I don't remember the name.
Dakajet?
No. The Dakajet is already out, and so is the orc bomber, which is the same kit. It's a bit weird.
Orcs can build things that fly. This is just baffling.
Yeah.
They just have to believe it can fly and it'll
Oh
fucking
yeah,
fly.
that's their thing, right? Their
That-
magic.
their magic is the undying power of belief.
It's so stupid. Yeah, it
Red
works.
goes fast, yellow goes boom, purple is sneaky, and blue does something. I don't remember what. Okay, well, there you go.
Probably takes more hits.
Maybe.
Might.
I'm not sure.
Faster, maybe.
No,
red's
that's red.
faster.
Oh,
Red,
yeah.
Red goes fast.
That's why they paint
Ah.
flames on shit.
Yeah.
It's
And,
cool.
and everything's red. Stupidly, everything's red. They can turn an asteroid and a broken down ship into an interstellar
Colony.
that can then just like ram into another planet so they can colonize that. And then they'll just fix it up and go to another one. That's how their system works.
Orcs are very broken.
Okay.
Brokenly awesome. They still die quickly.
What else we got?
T-shirts.
Oh, well,
yes.
anyway. So that'll be coming out. For the Space Marine side, they'll be getting a new attack gunship, basically. It's got wing-mounted assault cannons, plus you can change up multiple options in the front for your primary weapon to be a anti-air Icarus gun, a las cannon, which is good against anything metal, and I think a few other options. I want to say twin-linked assault cannons as well. So if you really just want to kill people, that's an option. But yeah, so all of these are just kind of preludes to the Death from the Skies compendium, I guess. It's a book that will be coming out sometime soon. Again, most likely summer, and excuse me. And we'll have a updated page for every single flyer in the game currently from every faction, plus anything for the newer flyers that are coming out as well. And flyers will now have 3 different possible modes and utilities, such as fighter, attack, and bomber. So thus giving them unique roles in the battlefield. If your flyer stays alive long enough for a campaign, he could become a fighter ace. They can have aerial dogfights now. And now with the heavy emphasis on flyers, you need more anti-air weaponry in your army, so change your lists accordingly. Alright. What else we got here? Oh, Age of Sigmar will be getting a new rulebook coming out soon. No price point yet. Ditto with the Summer Flyers thing, no price point that we know of. Though it's estimated around 53.
Or half your kidney. I don't know who you'd sell half a kidney, but half a kidney.
53 is pretty cheap for half a kidney. Some say. $53 American.
Okay.
That's full retail though.
Is that kidney dead by being half?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, someone could eat it though. Talk to your local German.
Tasty kidney.
Talk to your local German. That's all I'm saying.
You are the local German.
There's
In
been
the
some
room.
high-profile Japanese cannibals too.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I forgot about that. I heard an interview. I'll tell you that later. Anyway.
Is that the one about the cannibal?
Well, yeah.
Yes. It would be about a cannibal.
Well, anyway, so a new Age of Sigmar rulebook will be coming out with some major points. Okay, if you play the game casually, as in casually with just friends, enemies, frenemies, and any combination of the two, plus like maybe just at home with
Yourself.
companions,
Because you don't have any friends.
possibly,
You
or
sent to me
or
exactly
at ye
minis.
local game shop, you probably don't need to pick up the book. I will be honest, you really don't.
But if you
Are the
just
rules going to be posted anywhere?
The rules are completely free. It's 4 pages of rules.
Oh.
Yeah, it's completely free online. The rule book does have some things if you want to expand beyond the casual play, because the casual play is perfectly fine for, again, casual play. It's kind of how it works. That's why the rules are free.
filthy casuals.
Yeah, and they're not that filthy. As long as they shower, they're not that filthy.
You never know.
If you want to play a narrative campaign or a
I don't believe
narrative,
in showers. Because water remembers.
I'm amongst
water has memory.
I'm
Water
amongst my
memory.
friends. I
Okay,
don't
okay.
need to shower. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, anyway. Anyway.
This is a convention now.
I know. I know that's the terrible thing. Okay. Right. So if you want to do a narrative campaign,
Yeah.
it will have some narrative campaign settings plus some kind of like pre-done missions that you can kind of follow, that kind of thing. But the major point is there will be a point system introduced for those that are wanting to do tournament play using Age of Sigmar. So if you used to do fantasy tournament play, and here's the book you need to get in order to get back into the tournament scene. Because every single war scroll will now have a point amount allotted to it that you will need in order to make your list tournament legal, and most of the tournaments will start to adopt the system because it's, from Games Workshop proper. So there you go. The closest thing was a few weeks ago, like maybe a week ago, was the Southern Coast Grand Tourney in England, and it had spent several months putting down a new point system where none existed, and Games Workshop was apparently very impressed with it, and it might be copying it. That's the rumor. So there you go. Though for being a point system, it was all based around pools, even though there is no such thing as pools in the War Scrolls.
Where do they swim then?
The pools were the points.
But it's based off.
The
How did
pool
you get
has
pools
AIDS.
first?
Anyway,
That's why you put chlorine in the water.
exactly. But anyway,
Where do you get these pools?
okay. So
You don't get one. You have to get one built.
how Sigmar works is that whatever the composition of a unit, so it could be 1 dude to 5 dudes to whatever, is a war scroll would be attached with it, and that will tell you like all of its stat lines and whatever abilities or equipment, or to the maximum it can be built up to. But it itself currently has no points value, thus it's impossible, air quote hypothetically, to have a fair tournament level play.
I thought you were talking about like a scoring system, but now it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is weird because that was the whole thing, right? Not having
Points.
Yeah, that's
So that everyone could play. And again, the
It kinda
4-page
killed
rule
tournament
book
play.
does explain how you're supposed to play. you put something down, then I put something down. And then we keep doing this until one of us says, I'm not putting any more thing down. And then either you start or the other guy, who still could put stuff down, keeps going. But if he has 30% or 1/3 larger number of models than you do, he has special rules put against him.
Okay.
And you can have special rules put for you.
Okay.
So, like, you could say, if I killed that one dude before the 4th turn of the round of the game, I win instantly, no matter what else is going on.
Okay.
And then just concentrate on your fire on that. There you go. So it has its points, no pun intended, even though it doesn't have points.
Okay. So they took the whole. That's kind of stupid. No, not that stupid. The fact that Games Workshop is thinking about adding points back into the system they took points out of.
Well,
Only
yeah,
in the competitive scene.
but only it's designed
Okay.
only for the competitive scene.
Because that's the main reason that people were against Age of Sigmar originally, was because of by removing the point system, they essentially killed the competitive scene.
Or at least that's what they claimed.
Yeah.
Even though there's still a perfectly way to do it. Just do
It
that.
becomes kind of balanced in its own way.
Yeah.
Okay.
If one guy's a little bit greedy, he'll pay the price for it.
Exactly.
Then, if he stays under that,
If it stays even.
yeah, sure.
Ish.
But
No,
anyway.
not all armors are created equal.
That is also a thing. So that's the main reason. But that'll be coming out soon-ish, arguably. Anyway, would you like to win an army completely free from Games Workshop? The army of your dreams.
What's the catch?
I'll get to it.
17 Helldrakes?
If that is the army of your
Can
dreams.
it be culturally specific?
Well, what do you mean culturally specific?
Like, what if I want them all to be like one race?
What if he wants Trojans?
Yeah.
It kind of, you got to pick one of the factions, obviously.
What if I want Romans?
It's not one of the factions. This is from Games Workshop, all right? We're not talking about.
You just said an army. I wanted a very specific army.
Well, I specifically said Games Workshop, but moving
But
on.
you said that they were
Can I
going to
have Games
provide
Workshop as
the
my
army.
army?
You didn't tell me it was.
So what's the catch here?
Okay.
Is it 40K Age of Sigmar?
How many pogs is this going to cost me?
That's the real question.
That is the real question. It's no pugs at all, sort of.
One Space Marine Pog?
No.
Wait, no, so is it 40K Sigmar both?
I think it's both.
Oh,
It
okay.
literally is any army that they can provide you that they make. So it could be nothing but lizard men.
Can I get a Crick army?
That's War Machine. Those are ex-artists from there, and you know that's wrong.
It's a better game. No,
Signar!
it's a better.
It's a better
casual.
skirmish casual game. It's a lot quicker and easier.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Some may say more fun,
Some may say that.
like me.
But that's because you have stupid overpowered units.
Hey.
You have those fucking shields.
Those cricks always killed me anyways.
Did they?
It's very true.
Yeah.
How did they kill him?
I don't know.
Because they've got like acid breath or something. I don't remember.
Really? That's fucking cool.
You didn't pick them?
Huh?
Anyway.
No, I picked Signar a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Signar. Sorry, it's very close to Sigmar, so I'm getting them all confused
I know.
now. All right. Well, anyway, the catch is
Yeah.
you have to write like within 500 words or less what your perfect army is and kind of why.
It's not hard.
Yeah, it's fairly simple. All right, someone in grade school could do this. Other catches, which is the more important one,
Oh boy.
per entry, and there's unlimited entries. I'm gonna
man.
be very upfront about this. You can do this as many times as you want until the contest is over.
Okay.
Okay.
You have to place a qualifying order with Games Workshop
Oh boy.
through their website in order to get
Your entry noticed.
your entry will be then emailed. You have to do that.
So how many
separately.
hundreds of dollars do I have to spend for
It's
it to
just-
count
it's
as a
just-
qualified entry?
How much?
It's just $85 per entry.
$85 per entry?
$85 US per entry. Unlimited entries. I'm gonna stress that.
Yeah.
How
You
many
can give us
unlimited-
$85 as much as you want.
How many times can I spend $85? Let's find out.
One time.
So
I'm poor.
I could buy like one pre-built army.
Actually, no.
No.
Well, okay. If you went strictly at $85, that would get you the full retail price of the getting started or start collecting boxes. So that would get you
You could buy
the pretend start of an army because they don't
Yeah.
have the good battle horses anymore.
Yeah, but like, how much is one of those?
85.
Dude, you
Yeah, so I could buy
could fuck ton
the
of paint,
start of an
man.
army.
You could buy a fuck ton of paint.
You could buy a fuck.
That's what you should do. You should buy a fuck ton of paint for
your
the army that you're gonna get.
Did they
Yeah.
still sell that ultimate
Sure.
paint combo thing?
I think online, but that's like 3 something.
Oh damn! I thought it was cheaper.
No.
I forgot how much that was.
A lot.
I just remember that briefcase full of paint.
That was awesome.
You had to pay extra for the briefcase. It was another $100.
God damn it!
They,
They
they-
did
they-
have cases. They were like,
They do have a
$50 a
painting
page?
station, which is 65.
Jesus.
Which is 65.
This
Which
company
is,
just like milks the fuck out of everything.
I'm not gonna lie, yes, but that's why I don't buy from them anymore. I think
Direct.
purchased like 2 or 3 things from them over the entire lifetime that I've been playing this game.
Otherwise, we get them secondhand.
Mostly secondhand from eBay or through a store that sells them at like some decent.
War Machine was like way cheaper.
Yeah, but it's not as cool.
Yes, it is.
Aesthetically,
The mechs
it's not
are
as
cool.
I really liked it.
The mechs are cool. The mechs are
and
cool.
The factions
and
they had were really cool
the
and
factions
interesting
were
and unique and not all
interesting.
of them were unique, but yeah.
If we're gonna get back into it, we gotta wait because Mark III comes out in June.
Yeah, they're gonna re-release the Prime books. So
Oh, so they're redoing the rules.
yeah. So
I would
might as
recommend
well
waiting.
wait. I will say that.
I did find my pieces again.
We can just play with bottle caps. I don't know. I just want to play the game. I really don't like doing the models because I never paint them, and then
You also melted half of your,
I needed
One
to put
dude.
things together, and the glue.
but
was not
that's
working.
that's not how you.
Did
no,
the
no,
glue eat the mini?
no.
No, he literally melted it with fire.
I
What did
needed-
you do?
I think I was adding magnets.
He was adding magnets.
With fire?
yeah.
Well, yeah, so I could. I had to melt things off, and I
I will
had to
say-
modify things.
I will say, even though it looks hideous, it is kind of ingenious. You melt the plastic a little so that it'll completely cover
The magnet?
the magnet. Thus, it is one with that piece of plastic. It kind of makes sense.
It's kind of cool, in theory.
Except
was
for the
supposed-
part that it, kind of melts the plastic
was-
on the model.
It was awesome because when they blew up an arm, I could just like there goes the arm. It was dynamic. It was dynamic pieces.
Dynamic pieces.
I think some people kind of paint over the magnets.
Yeah,
I
you know.
never finished painting them, dude. I just
He never even got
I
a
hate painting.
base. Kind of.
You
I
hate
would have
painting?
so
painted it
stressful,
for
man.
you. I would have painted it for you had you just told me like what paint scheme you wanted.
You look at it and it's like I'm gonna do this, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna fuck up. I don't want to do it. So I'm just gonna play bottle caps.
It is not that stressful.
I don't want to fuck up a model that I paid.
does
like
it
$30
hourly.
For.
I do it hourly.
It's like $30 that I paid for this little guy, and I'm just gonna ruin it with the crappy.
You
paint
ruined it
scheme.
with fire. That's what you did.
You could just dunk him in a chemical if you don't like how it comes
So let's
out.
play bottle caps.
Why? What does you do in bottle caps? Besides the fact that we drink a lot and we have a shit ton
Or
of them.
we
do
can
have
do
a
the Warhammer pieces that you have like hundreds of. Yeah.
I could do that. We could probably scale them. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, anyway, side note,
Yeah.
I found that I have some old like fantasy style pieces, so we could get a a D&D party going together. That's all I'm saying. I will paint them up if need be.
Awesome.
Okay.
Alright. What else we got? Other than paying $85.
It's only 85, and it's not a guarantee, obviously.
Can they do that? I thought there was a whole if you were holding a contest, you didn't have to
Purchase to get it?
Yeah, that's why all the contests always say no purchase required or something like that.
Oh, that's in the U.S. maybe, but I mean, technically they are based out of the U.K. So.
Yeah, but they're running a contest in the U.S. I think they still have to abide. by
Well, I
this.
think it's worldwide, so I don't know. Assuming it's worldwide, I don't know.
Okay.
I'll
look into it.
I'll look into it.
Maybe they're just not letting you know this tidbit of information. 'Cause
Possibly.
they want to bleed you dry.
I don't know. I think it's just hilarious because, yeah,
Unlimited entries. Of
unlimited. They really stress that.
You can spend $85 an unlimited amount of times.
Paints would be the way to go, I think, if you're going to go that way.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, no. If you're gonna do that, might as well go paints.
So 3 entries would be $240.
Low price.
255.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not even. Yeah, but like,
Not counting like taxes and stuff.
Oh, then there's taxes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's 3 entries. Close
I can
to
just build an army
$300.
with that.
But you got to remember, each entry has to be done
Are
separately.
they UK based?
Yeah. Yeah, but like pretty much.
No, yeah. I'm just saying this. Like, if you had the idea of like, hey, I'll just buy like a $200 model or like $100-something model. No, that's still just one entry. It's not like every time you spend 85, that's an entry. It's every separate 85 entry.
So let's say you were seriously doing this, and you couldn't always match up the 85. Let's round it to about $100 that you end up spending with taxes and everything.
It's ridiculous.
That would be $300 for 3 entries.
Yeah, you can see it.
I could, just,
I don't recommend anybody do it.
I could just spend $300 and make my own army.
I remember when I used to talk to people with good armies would be like, "Yeah, I've spent like $600 on this."
Bottle caps. Just
Bottle,
saying.
or
By the way.
just get bottle caps and the codex.
They will pick 3 winners. Gonna let you know that.
3
Can
winners?
you be all 3 winners if you have multiple entries?
I will say, okay, I didn't notice this before. The army of your choosing will be $10,000 worth of army, which is nice.
So that's like
Kind of nice, not gonna lie. Kinda
30
nice.
pieces?
No.
It feels like it's 30 pieces.
2 pieces?
Okay, let me think. Let me think.
And 10 pogs.
10
Depend-
Space Marine pogs.
Whatever.
Does it come with a certificate?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about certificates? How many of those?
Do those count as change?
Baby.
Well, let's move on.
They're going to make you pay for the expensive shipping.
What else happened this weekend, Harpy?
Pit people.
With your car?
What?
I saw someone get hit by a car on my way to school the other day.
That's awesome.
Did you...
Did they die?
No, there was a huge thing around them. It was
Okay,
just-
so somebody already called them.
yeah, the cops were there.
Okay.
You could just see the shattered windshield from where someone fell into it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking real. Okay.
Yeah.
But Castle Crashers creators, they already announced their next game called Pit People. It is a strategy game. I don't know a lot about it. All I can tell you is it has swords, Uzis, and living cupcakes, and a giant monster.
I know a few pit people. They're really into them. I couldn't get into it.
Pit People?
Yeah. Like armpits?
I thought it was like it puts its lotion on its skin.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Okay.
They put the lotion on and then they
Get the
do
hose.
other things. You get a little lubrication in there.
Okay.
Make it slide around a little easier.
It's
Some like it a little hairy.
Okay.
Some like it like,
I found
not
some more
just
details about the
shaven?
bundle.
but like
More details about the bundle?
2 weeks after shaving, so it's got like this rough, scruffy feeling to it.
I think you know a little bit too much about this. Are you
Yeah.
sure you...
I said I know some pit people.
Uh-huh. Are you
Pay
one of
good
those?
money.
Okay.
Each prize pack will consist of a hobby bundle, a choice of 1 of 2 different scenery bundles, and then 3 is basically your army of choice, which itself, just the army, can be no more than $3,300 worth of stuff US.
Okay.
Only 3,300?
Yeah, so your army's actually not the 10,000, because the other parts will take up a lot of it, which include green stuff, project box, palette, fine detail cutters, fine sculpting tool set, drill
So they give you a bunch
set,
of tools?
file set,
Dude, those pogs are just going to be like
mold
$2,000 on their own. All
line,
5 of them.
mover set.
GG, you must have a full shoebox of them by now.
They're gonna be
Cutting-
solid gold pogs.
No. You have to pay an extra
the
$10,000
book
for
How to
that.
Paint
gold
Citadel
spray.
Miniatures, complete paint brush set, and 1 of every paint they make.
That sounds expensive already, like to the point that they
That
don't
is-
have
that
to
is
supplement you with an
just
army.
the
The
Hubble
paints are
hobby
pretty
bundle.
awesome.
The
Even though I
paint-
hate painting.
How much is the hobby bundle retail?
I don't think they sell them anymore, but it would be pricey.
Yeah,
That's why that is the lion's share of the 10,000.
so that is easily like
So living cupcakes.
living cupcakes. Yeah, I don't know. This game's supposed really far, it's all over the place. Apparently,
We're-
according to one of the people who played it, 1 minute you're fighting archers and bandits, then the next an Uzi wielding gunman rides in on a giraffe suspended from party balloons.
That sounds like Castle Crashers.
Right?
The game was great.
That game was fucking awesome.
It's open to U.S. and Canada residents.
Good for
excluding-
them.
Excluding the states
We're
of
already
Quebec.
past an hour and a half, sir.
We are
Excluding the states of Quebec, Colorado,
Quick, unplug his
North
microphone.
Dakota, and Arizona.
I could just.
mute the shit
I'm
out
done.
of it.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. It's just
All right, I just
I
gotta.
kept reading and it was
I
hilarious.
just gotta breeze over some things, which is Rocket League added a basketball mode for free.
Have you
That's-
played it yet?
Sounds fun.
I have it on my Xbone. I have not played it yet. I was supposed to go play it with some friends tonight, but we're here.
Well,
Okay.
too bad.
X-Bone.
Xbone.
I just like
I know.
it makes me want to choke people every time they refer to it as the X-Bone.
I know. That's
What's-
mostly why
what-
I said it.
What's wrong with the X-Bone?
It's a little limp.
I don't know who. I don't know who was on that chopping block, but
That was
holy
was
shit.
funny. I'm sorry, but that was still funny.
Yeah, that's a thing. And also a new game coming out, which is an Iron Chef inspired RPG.
The hell?
It's very Japanese, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Where you kill monsters and then cook them. Battle Chef Brigade, an odd mix of at least 3 different genres.
That sounds fun.
A match 3 puzzle game, a fighting game, and an RPG.
I like it so far.
So far, there's a preview here. We'll watch it afterwards.
Cool.
It just got shown at PAX East. Like, when was this posted? 5 days ago. Wonderful. Okay,
All right. Cool.
not much just there right now, but that's your general glimpse into what's going on. Anything else we got today, guys?
Yeah, it's an update to the update. Sorry, I'm leaning way too far back.
That's fine.
Update to Nestorius. You guys were all mad about,
I
and they
could see their point. Is
and
what I'm
they
saying.
they responded by saying, "Go fuck yourselves."
That
Okay.
sounds like Blizzard. That sounds like
No,
Blizzard.
did they said that their silence really wasn't on the fact of why. They're like, it's not that we don't care, it's that we have to fight the copyright or we lose our rights as copyright holders. So, more or less, what did you think was going to happen? And they can't really license it out to them that way. Like, there's no way for them to keep their rights as copyright holders without screwing up.
They're fucking.
Yeah. So they're like, yeah, we had to take it down. Like, we had to. And the people have been talking about it. It's apparently very debated in Blizzard about the whole legacy servers.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't / it'd be a lot more difficult for them to put it back up, because I think for them it's also not the fact that like they don't really keep a lot of that, and it's much more difficult to be running both of those servers, because it'd be like 2 different games, I guess. I don't know. I guess it'd be really...
WoW now is a lot more different than vanilla WoW.
Yeah, it's completely different. So they're talking about doing something called like a pristine realm, I think what they're calling it, which would turn off all level acceleration, including character transfers, and this just died.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. Or maybe not. Oh, never mind.
I'm still pumping stuff out.
It's still recording.
What is this doing?
Could it be the headphones?
Maybe. Yeah, tugged on it. Oh, we are using an adapter. Never mind. I didn't think about that.
That is true.
Did it come back?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
No, but yeah, so it's a pristine realm. They're going to be cutting off all level acceleration, including character transfers, heirloom gear, boosts, recruiter friend bonuses, WoW
The
tokens,
pay to win shit.
cross realm zones as group finders. But it would still be current WoW. So still with the pandas and shit. Is that the last thing they did? The pandemonium, or what the fuck it's called?
Pandarans?
Yeah.
The last one they did was Warlords of Draenor.
Oh yeah, that's
was it the boats?
Is that the boats?
No,
They
no,
were
no.
boats.
That's the newest one. The flying boats.
That's
Yeah.
the new one coming out where
Yeah.
you get the Demon Hunter also.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
Okay.
Which
okay.
isn't
So
out yet.
that's the thing. They're thinking about it. They haven't said they're gonna do it, but they're like, if we do anything, it's gonna be something like that. They're gonna turn off all the boosts and stuff, but it'll still be current WoW.
Okay. So
So basically, there's nothing they could have done other than shut that down, because it would
Fuck
kill
with their
them.
copyright.
Yeah. So
They had
Go
to,
fuck yourselves.
they had to protect their asset, unfortunately.
I know. I mean, I can understand that. I can understand both positions.
Yeah. But
Still, meh.
yeah.
I don't know. Overall, for me personally, I mean, I can understand where the people from the Nostalias are coming from, but Blizzard has to protect its copyright, and that's how copyright law works. If you're not constantly defending it, you can technically lose it at any moment. All right, that's it. I'm done.
All right, so
We're pushing 2 hours on this episode.
no, only 140.
Only
Okay.
140? Cool.
Only 140.
Sweet.
Only LV 1426 420. I don't
We
know
didn't
what
get
I'm
those
talking
shoes.
about. I'm tired. The women can't get shoes because they're not men. Go
Gotcha.
ask for things. That's what we got from today's podcast.
All right.
As always, make sure to follow us on our Facebook, Twitters, YouTubes, and Spotify. No, not Spotify.
Spotify.
Instagram.
We're not on Spotify.
SoundCloud. We're on
I
SoundCloud.
think we might be able to get ourselves on Spotify. I know they opened it up to podcasts because they recently just unleashed a whole bunch of them. I'll see if I can get in.
Google Music also opened
Cool.
up. So
Yeah, we had to apply for it though.
Okay.
So we'll see if we can get on those. But no, it's the SoundCloud. I
That thing.
mix them up all the time. I don't know why. Then SoundHound.
but it's SoundCloud.
Yeah,
Like
but it's
us on
SoundCloud.
Come on, guys.
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Make sure go on there, rate us, follow us, like this podcast,
I guess.
as well as again our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTubes. And as always, thank you for listening. I've been Birdo Dizzy.
I'm Captain.
I'm Harpy.
And I'm DG. It's only $85. That's all I'm
Don't
saying.
let her get the last word!